The word I couldn't find. My name is Anne. I am learning English. Learning English is like climbing a mountain. Some days, the path is easy. I feel good. I feel strong. Other days, the path is very difficult. I feel tired. I want to stop. I am okay with reading. I can read English books for children. The words are simple, the sentences are short, I can understand the stories. I am also okay with listening. I listen to English songs. I watch English cartoons. The speakers talk slowly. I can understand what they say. But speaking is different. Speaking is the highest part of the mountain for me. It is cold and windy up there. When I need to speak English, my mind feels empty. It's like a white room with no doors and no windows. All the English words I know disappear. I feel lost. The worst feeling is the feeling of a word on the tip of my tongue. It is a very strange feeling. I know the word. I really know it. I can almost see it. It's like a ghost. It's there, but I cannot touch it. I cannot say it. My mouth wants to make the sound, but my brain cannot find the signal. It is so close, so very close, but it is also very far away. This feeling is very frustrating. It makes me feel small. It makes me feel stupid. I remember one day very clearly. It was a Tuesday. I was in my English class. My English class is small. There are only 8 students. Our teacher is from Australia. Her name is Ms. Jane. She is very kind. Her smile is warm, like the sun. She always tells us, "Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are our friends. They help us learn." I know she is right. In my head, I agree, but in my heart is still afraid. In my class, there is a student from Japan. Her name is Yumi. Yumi is very friendly. She has long, black hair. She always sits next to me. We are friends. We talk a lot, but we usually talk in our own language. We use very simple English words sometimes, like hello, thank you, and goodbye. On that Tuesday, Ms. Jane had a new activity for us. She said, "Today, we will talk to a partner. We will not talk in our own language. We will only use English. I want you to ask your partner about their weekend." My heart started to beat fast. Thump, thump, thump. It was a small drum inside my chest. My partner was Yumi. I looked at her. She looked at me. She smiled a little. I think she was nervous too. Miss Jane said, "Okay, everyone, please begin." The room was quiet for a moment. Then I heard the soft sounds of my classmates starting to talk. "Hello, how are you?" One person said slowly. "I am fine," another person answered. Yumi turned to me. She took a small breath. "Hello, An," she said. Her voice was quiet. "How was your weekend?" It was a simple question. I understood every word. How was your weekend? My weekend was good. I wanted to tell her about it. I wanted to share my story. On Saturday, I went to a special place with my family. It was a beautiful place. I wanted to tell Yumi about this place. In my mind, I saw it very clearly. I saw tall trees. I saw green leaves. I saw flowers of many colors. Red flowers, yellow flowers, pink flowers, white flowers. I saw a small pond with fish swimming. I saw a big building made of glass. Inside the glass building, it was warm, and there were special plants from hot countries. It was a wonderful place, and I knew the English name for it. I learned it last month from a book. I knew it. I really knew it. So, I opened my mouth to speak. "My weekend was good," I said. "This part was easy. I went to. And then it happened. The word was gone. It was right there just a second ago. I could almost feel it in my mouth. But now it was gone. My mind was that empty white room again. No doors, no windows, no words. A, I said. I looked at Yumi. She was looking at me. She was waiting. Her eyes were patient and kind. But her waiting made me feel more nervous. The silence felt so long. It felt like an hour. I closed my eyes. I tried to find the word in my head. My brain felt like a big, messy room. I was searching for a small key in this messy room. I looked under the chairs. I looked behind the sofa. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find the key. The word was the key. A place, I said finally. It was a simple word, a safe word. I went to a place. Yumi nodded. A place? What kind of place? She asked. This was another question. I needed more words. I still could not find the special word, the ghost word, the word on the tip of my tongue. I felt my face get hot. I was embarrassed. I felt like a failure. I knew the word. Why couldn't I say it? I wanted to stop. I wanted to switch to my own language and just tell her. It would be so easy. But then I remembered Miss Jane's words. Don't be afraid. I looked at Miss Jane. She was walking around the classroom, listening to the students. She smiled at me. It was a small, encouraging smile. I took a deep breath. Okay, I cannot find the one special word, but I know other words. I know simple words. Maybe I can use the simple words to paint a picture for Yumi. Maybe I don't need the one special word. I decided to try. It was a new idea, a new strategy. It is a big garden, I said slowly. I focused on each word. I tried to make the sounds correct. Yumi's eyes lit up a little. A garden? She asked. A park? Yes, like a park, I said. I felt a little bit better. She was understanding. But special. It has many, many trees. I used my hands to show many, big trees and small trees. I remembered the flowers. It has flowers, I continued. So many flowers. Red flowers, yellow flowers. I was building the picture word by word. It is very beautiful. Yumi smiled. I like flowers, she said. This gave me more courage. I was doing it. I was speaking English. It wasn't perfect. It was slow, but I was communicating. I thought about the glass building. How can I describe that? The word for it was also gone. So, I used simple words again. There is a house in the garden, I said. I used my hands to make the shape of a house. A very big house. Yumi looked confused. A house? For people to live? No, I said quickly. Not for people. It's a house for plants. Now Yumi looked even more confused. A house for plants? I needed to describe it better. The house is made of glass. I pointed to the window in our classroom. Like the window, all glass. The walls are glass. The roof is glass. Yumi's eyes opened wide. Oh, she said. I understand. A house of glass. Yes, I said. I was excited. She understood. And inside the glass house, it is hot. It is for special plants, plants from hot places. I was breathing a little fast, but I was also smiling. I felt a great sense of relief. It was like a heavy weight was lifted from my chest. Yumi thought for a moment. She looked at the ceiling, thinking. Then she looked at me. A big smile spread across her face. "I know," she said. "A botanical garden. That was it. That was the word. The ghost word. It was back." "Yes," I shouted, a little too loudly. "Yes, a botanical garden. That is the word." I was so happy. I was happy that Yumi understood me. I was happy that I found the word. But I was most happy because I did not give up. I found a different way. I used the words I knew. I used my hands. I built a picture, and she understood. Ms. Jane walked over to our table. "I heard that, yes," she said, smiling. "It sounded very happy. What are you talking about?" Yumi explained to her, and went to a botanical garden. She described it to me. She used very good words. I felt proud. Me? I used good words? I only used simple words. Ms. Jane looked at me. "That is excellent, Anne," she said. "That is a very important skill in learning a language. Sometimes we don't know a word. That is normal. Even native speakers forget words sometimes. But good communicators find another way. They describe, they use examples, they use their hands. You did exactly that. You communicated your idea. That is the goal. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to connect and to be understood." Her words were like a key, unlocking a door in my mind. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to communicate. For the rest of the class, I felt different. I felt lighter. The fear was still there, but it was smaller. It was not a big monster anymore. It was a small animal, and I could control it. After class, Yumi and I walked out together. "Your weekend sounds very nice," she said in English. "I want to go to a botanical garden one day." "We can go together," I said, surprising myself. I was not afraid to speak that sentence. It came out easily. She smiled. "Yes, a good idea." Walking home that day, I thought about the messy room in my head. Maybe it wasn't a messy room. Maybe it was a room full of tools. Before, I was always looking for one special, perfect tool. If I couldn't find it, I thought I couldn't do the job. But now, I know that I have many tools in that room. I have small words, simple words, action words. I have my hands. I have my face. I can use all of these tools together to build something, to build a picture, to build a story, to build a connection. The frustration of a word on the tip of my tongue is still a feeling I have sometimes. It still happens. But now, I don't panic. When I feel a word is hiding, I don't chase it anymore. I don't get stuck in the silence. Instead, I take a breath. I relax, and I start to paint a picture with my other words. It's a thing you use to cook. It's a feeling when you are very, very happy. It's a place where people go to watch movies. I learned that I don't need to be a perfect dictionary. I just need to be a creative storyteller. And that day, in my small English class, I learned that I already was one. The mountain of speaking English is still high, but now I have better shoes. I have a map, and I am not so afraid of the climb. Every word, even a simple one, is a step forward, and I just keep stepping.